Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I'm going to move you down to see the cards because it's early here and I haven't taken my bath yet. You don't want to look at me. So this is going to be an energy update for the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. Okay, we're going to take a look at what the masculine and feminine are experiencing. And I just kind of feel like we need to do a check-in. So this is what we're doing today. Okay. And is there anything I really want to say? Just that I love you guys. Check out my new channel. I'm going to be uploading some videos there too tonight. I know I said that last night, but it was a long weekend. I was tired. My intentions were good, but I didn't get there. So we're going to work on that tonight. Okay, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I love you. I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope you can find a video in my past that calls to you. Remember, all tarot card readings are limitless. Doesn't matter what date is put on it, what moon cycle it was made under. What matters is if you're called to it, there's a message there for you. So if you're new to my channel, take a look at some of my old videos and see if there's anything that calls to you. If you haven't yet subscribed, I would encourage you to please do so and hit the wiggly bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos, which is pretty much daily. Okay? All right, so let's crack this thing open. Ooh. Well, I'm just turning them all over and then we'll talk about them, okay? All right, so what I'm seeing here is an unwillingness to release an old cycle. So whether it's you, and I don't know if you're divine masculine or divine feminine, but whether it's you or it's your counterpart, your soulmate, somebody is clinging on to a lesson they already learned. We have the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse, okay? The Wheel of Fortune for me as a reader is clearing old karma. It's you know, you go along in your life and you learn lessons, right? And some of them are hard, lengthy, painful. But there comes a time when you just know that where you're at is not where you're meant to be. And what we do is we up level, spiritually up level, because every situation, whether it's a job or a marriage or a live-in or a home situation, living with your parents, whatever it is, when you were placed in that cycle, it was for you. There was a lesson there specifically for you. And that's a beautiful thing. No matter how hard it is, it's still a beautiful thing because you needed it, right? It was part of your spiritual growth. It was part of what you as a soul enlisted yourself in this lifetime to as a challenge for you to overcome. Well, what I'm seeing here is when the wheel is in the reverse, it means that a cycle is ready to close out. But for whatever reason, someone's clinging desperately to it. It's like, I know I don't belong here. I know I need to move on. I know I need to make changes, but I'm scared. There's fear or just depression sometimes makes us feel too tired. You know, not physically tired, spiritually tired, feeling too tired to be able to tackle such a huge change in your life. All right. So somebody is really clinging on to a lesson that they've already learned. It's time to go. I'm hearing Spirit say it's time for you to realize that you've learned that lesson. Everything that was for you in this circumstances, you have already received. Okay. And it's time for you to let go of the reins, release control so that this wheel can flip in the upright and bring positive change into your life, okay? Tens are all about letting go, and the Wheel of Fortune is a number 10. It's also a 1. It breaks down to a 1 numerically in the Pythagorean or Pythagorean, I don't even know how you pronounce it, but anyhow, in numerology, a 10 breaks down to a 1, which is the end of one thing and the beginning of another. But when it shows up in the reverse, it tells me either there's still a little bit there for you to learn or you're resisting. And I am definitely hearing resistance. Resistance to change, resistance to learning your lessons, and allowing yourself permission to release it. It's not a failure. We sometimes look at letting go of things that we thought were for us as a failure, but it's not a failure because really it was for you and you learned everything you could from it. And maybe what you learned was that you're better than that, or you deserve better, or, self-love, self-acceptance. When you give and give and give and give and give to people in your life or situations or a job or whatever it resonates as, when you keep giving your energy away and nobody's really giving back or willing to receive in a way that also nourishes you, then you've learned your lesson, or hopefully you've learned your lesson, and it's time to move on. Okay, clarifying that, I have the Page of Wands in reverse. A page is a message about a new beginning and something that you're very strongly passionate about. Fire animates you. It gets you up and moving. But this knight is not moving. He's resisting. Okay. Whether it's divine masculine or divine feminine, I'm going to let you guys decide, because one thing I've noticed in the last couple of weeks here is that because we both have divine masculine and divine feminine within us, we're kind of bopping in and out of each other's energy. Okay. One day you might be in a female body, but harnessing your masculine energy. And the next day you might be harnessing your feminine energy, and the same with divine masculine. So I want you to use your intuition to figure out, is this your energy or is this your person's energy? Okay. Next up, and I'm hearing fear of rejection. I don't know why, but that applies to one of you. It's like, I'm afraid if I move toward what I want, I will be sent away. Because in this picture, there's a woman in the background, and it's like she sent this knight away. Like she's saying, nope, sorry, I'm not interested. You can go now, right? All right, and then next up, we have a number 13, which is a 4. 4 is all about stability, right? It breaks down to a 4. It's also the vibration of the number 13 is spiritual. That's why a lot of conformed religions put a lot of bad, energetic information out, superstitious stuff about 13s, right? Because they don't want you to be able to tap into that high vibrational frequency. But it breaks down to a 4, and 4s are all about foundations and stability. So Spirit's saying the end of a phase or situation, a spiritual transformation, time to move on. Okay. I really feel like this is telling you, let go of this wheel of karma and let it flip. Okay. Release the fear of rejection, the fear of not being received. And because you've learned everything there is to learn from the situation. and it's time to release it and move forward, okay? And clarifying that, we have the Temperance in the reverse. Temperance is all about balancing. It's about alchemy. It's about the angel is alchemizing, right? Taking water, taking divine masculine, divine feminine, and alchemizing it. But you're not allowing, it's almost like, I am seeing a bicycle wheel with spikes or spokes, and it's like you stick a stick in it, it goes and it stopped you dead in your tracks. So I think that the wheel has been stopped in its tracks by your fears and your unwillingness to allow the tempering to happen. It's like you just put a stop. Excuse me. So Spirit's telling whoever's energy this is, whether it's the masculine or the feminines, you'll know in your own situation. Trust me, you'll know. So it's like you stuck a stick in your spokes, you stopped that wheel, you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid you'll be turned away. If you bring this offer of love and passion to your divine counterpart, you're afraid they're going to meet you and say, nope, sorry, I'm not interested, go away. All right. Spirit's saying also you've been stuck in a relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic. Remember, it can be a job. It can be any third party situation that is getting in the way, taking power from your future plans with your divine counterpart. Okay, so if you're married and it's a karmic relationship and you've learned all the lessons you can learn in that relationship, you co-created something beautiful together, but it ended a long time ago and you're just hanging out for all the wrong reasons. And that could be the same with a job. It could be the same with living with your parents. It could be any situation, overworking, whatever. That is, you've learned your lesson. It's time for you to let that go. Release it. Okay. Let the angel alchemize it, because this is the after tarot. So after temperance happens, you become free to move forward. This is a waiting card. And in this deck, it's like, okay, we've already tempered this. We have already alchemized this situation so that you can be free to move forward. But it's in the reverse because you're not releasing. You're not allowed. Think of this bird right here about ready to take flight out of this cup. Well, what you've done is you've kept that bird, which could be you, by the way, in a cage where you feel comfortable. Your needs are met. You've got square meals. You've got a roof over your head, a few toys to play with. Okay. But your owner has forgotten you. They're not nurturing you. They're not bringing you out to love on you and let you have any freedom. So, it's like a bird in a gilded cage. Spirit's saying, you've got to release yourself from the old karmic lesson that you have now learned and know that it is time to move forward, because next is the Knight of Swords, Knight of Air. Okay, this is taking a triumphant, clear view, clear stance of what you want and speaking your truth and bringing your truth to the table to be discussed. Okay? It's an intelligence, decisiveness, idealistic, tireless, relentless pursuit of truth and clarity and victory. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options and creative solutions before marching forward. Okay? So it's like, I kind of feel like what's happening here is there's been this stagnation. Somebody stuck a stick in the wheel of karma, and here this energy feels like it's freeing up. It's freeing up, okay? But we have the Page of Pentacles clarifying this Knight of Swords, and it showed up in the reverse. Okay, so this is like, It's like you don't feel worthy. I keep hearing that, What if I'm not good enough? What if my divine counterpart is better than me? What if they're more spiritual than me? What if they're stronger than me? What if, what if, what if? Okay. I'm here to tell you that when you're in a divine spiritual connection with somebody, when you're a twin flame or a soulmate, what is for you is meant for you. You designed that shit before you came here. It's time for you to wake up spiritually and recognize that you are a soul having a human experience, and you've already signed up for and initiated this entire interaction because it's teaching you self-love, self-determination, knowing your worth. It's a journey of learning. And the only way to learn is to really get real with yourself and say, what do I want? And why am I preventing myself from having it? And then you've got to heal that shit because there's abandonment issues. Maybe your parents divorced, maybe people never loved you unconditionally, but you've been spending your time trying, or their time trying to find love and confirmation of love from other people, being a people pleaser, right? It's like, here, let me give you love, give you love, give you love. Let me tie your shoe. Let me make your dinner. Let me work 16 hours a day so that you can have abundance, or we can have abundance. All right. But you're missing out on what you truly came here for. And that is to know who you are as a divine soul who has never been less than, because we are all equal in the eyes of divinity. Okay. So you got to learn your worth. This looks to me like, if it's almost like, I don't know. I know this sounds really bad. I hope there's no short people. Is that what they call them now? Watching this video, because I don't want to offend you. But it's almost like you feel like your person has offered you this pentacle, but you don't feel big enough for them. So you're afraid to accept it. All right. But I feel like there's a firecracker in your butt right now. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like spirit is lighting that firecracker because the divine source is coming in to move you onto your horse with that clarity, with that inner knowing, with that communication that you really, really want to bring to your divine counterpart. And spirit's saying, don't let your fears of not being good enough, big enough, strong enough keep you back from what is yours. Okay. Next up, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. I like the Five of Wands in reverse. In this deck, it says competing goals, bothersome details, and conflict with others. But it's in the reverse. So, here, I like this. This is almost like your shadow self, and this is your higher self. This is, it's like these are your fears, and this is your hopeful intentions. Okay. So it's like dropping the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is inner conflict, can be conflict with people, places around you. It could be co-workers that you don't get along with. It can be family members that think they know what is best for you and telling you what you should and shouldn't do, because they love you and they want the best for you. But you need to go within yourself and recognize that what you want. It's your life. It's your life. You created it. You came here for experiences. You didn't come here to be a martyr and rescue everybody while you drowned. Okay. All right. But clarifying this is the Ten of Pentacles. In the After Tarot, this person has been building their empire, building their family, building their inheritance, or their There's a word for it, and I'm not hearing it in my head at the moment. Legacy. There it is. Building their legacy. Okay. But they locked it up in a trunk. And it just, it's like you acquired everything you wanted and then realized it wasn't truly what you wanted. So this child, because you have to have the faith of a child, is taking a pentacle out and offering it to this loyal dog. Okay? So dogs, for me as a reader, represent somebody that is trustworthy, somebody that's loyal and true and gives unconditional love, right? So we've got two innocent energies here. The energy of a child with a puppy, okay? It's like new beginnings. It's like reducing yourself from maybe, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, however old you are, down to being a brand new soul, a brand new child, the child within, right? And you found somebody, your twin flame or your divine counterpart, who is loyal, who loves you unconditionally, who is willing to start all over again with you. All right. But there's something here that you need to release. And it could be a marriage or a commitment or a family, any kind of a commitment, right? Could be whatever you've built as your legacy. Maybe the person that you decided to share it with is not sharing well, and you're ready. You're just ready to move towards something bigger and better. Okay, so then the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Air, which is 8 of Swords. Okay, it's feeling trapped. It's an illusion of feeling trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. And then we've got the Empress on the bottom of the other deck. And the Page of Cups flew out when I was shuffling. So in this deck, in the After Tarot, the fish is jumping out of the water. I want you to imagine what it would be like to drink from a cup that a fish is in. Okay? This is Spirit telling you that you have learned, because the fish for me represents spirit. It represents higher knowing, your ego or your higher self, your soul voice that speaks to you and really tells you what you need, what you want, and where you should go. It's very, very directed guidance. It's like a compass that lives within you. And when you learn to tap into that compass, you will never feel alone again, because you can literally listen to your compass and it will direct you and guide you exactly where you're meant to be. So I feel like, you want, or they want to offer this cup of love, and now they're ready or preparing to be ready because they finally are listening to their higher self, their consciousness, right? And Spirit is saying, well, we're going to jump back into the river and we'll come back when you need us. But right now, your cup is clear for you to move forward and offer to your beloved. Okay. Empress energy. Empress energy, of course, is divine feminine, right? So perhaps the masculine might be the one that's feeling stuck, but I'm not going to solidify that because we are in our masculine and feminine energies at different points during our journey. So someone, maybe the masculine, is feeling tied up, bound in illusory, I can't even pronounce today. It's an illusion. It's not real. You're not stuck. Nobody's ever stuck. I just want you to know nobody is ever stuck. Yes, you might have to sacrifice. You might have to let go of things in order to bring in new things. And that's okay. Maybe you earned a lot of money and you're afraid if you get a divorce that he or she will take what you've earned away from you. And maybe they will. Absolutely, they might. You don't know. Nobody knows. But it's okay because you can build it again. And I'm telling you, when twin flames come together, abundance flows like water. Anything and everything that you built with that other person, you had to fight hard for. And what you build with your divine counterpart is abundance. The Empress is all about potential, highest potential. She always is depicted, most times depicted pregnant, because she's giving birth to abundance. She needs nothing. She's already encompassed every one of the queens: the queen of thoughts, the queen of feelings, the queen of money, and the queen of passion. Every single one of them lies within her. And she's now ready to co-create with her divine counterpart new things, new abundance, new, it's like when you give birth to a child, you're bringing in a new creation, right? So don't allow yourself to be stuck in thoughts of lack, thoughts of what if they take everything? Let them have it. I did. I walked away and said, you can have it all. I don't want any of it. None of it. I am a powerful, conscious creator, co-creating with the divine my highest and best life now, right? Because why? Because I know I can. I listen to my higher self. My higher self leads me, guides me. It's my compass. It shows me which way I'm going and what I need to do. And I, back in December, was in such low vibration and stuck and unhappy and overweight and dying. And the only thing that and it wasn't anybody's fault. It's not like the person I married was a horrible person. It was done. We created together everything we could. And I learned my lesson from that situation, and it was time to move on. And I feel like this whole message is for somebody out there that is ready to move on from something and just really finding it difficult to get their wheels moving toward total abundance and their divine counterpart because of confusion. Okay? The moon. Could be you're dealing with the Pisces. Let's see, what do we have? We have all signs on the board. And of course, because divine masculine, divine feminines come from all zodiac signs. So that makes sense. So let's just get some advice for this situation between divine masculine. Wow. Well, I'll take him. Why not? There are 6. We are looking at... Oh my God, these are all the things you need to do, okay, to manifest. You need to believe. Think about the best that life has to offer you. Imagine it's yours and believe that it can and will be. Believe in yourself, okay? Then you have to have good health is important, right? Because what happens when you're in a bad situation, whether it's a job or any situation that has karmically tied you up, you become unhealthy, okay? You become unhealthy. My kid's going to walk in the door any minute now. So take care of yourself, honor your feelings, listen to your body, make your well-being your first priority now. Okay, enthusiasm. Allow yourself to get excited about life. Share your ideas with others. Enthusiasm sparks your interest. Gratitude and love. And we all know what that means. But I do need to get off here because my kid will come in and just make chaos. So love yourself. Love your person. Understand that this is meant for you. And then give thanks and move forward. Okay, I love you guys. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. And we will talk again soon. Love and light. Where's my cursor? Hi, guys. Yeah, I look like shit. Bye. I'll talk to you soon. Love you.